They have a 59K buffet here, so 59K is like $2 and a couple cents. So you guys get a buffet here for 59K. It says right there, 59K. Yeah.
Rồi, cảm ơn nhá.
Yeah, what? Oh yes. Yeah. Come on. Thank you. Yep. Come. All right, what's up, DVW fam? So we got a very exciting episode coming to you guys today. We are currently in Hanoi, Vietnam right now, but not just anywhere in Hanoi. We're actually on a very interesting street right now. If you guys notice, from end to end, there is a lot of hustle and bustle and a lot of street food around, because in Vietnamese it's called a Binh Yang street, and it translates to cheap eat street, where a lot of people, set up stalls and street food, and a lot of people congregate here for great value. And in Vietnam, I would say the food is already pretty good value, and there's already a lot of cheap eats around the city, but in this specific area, it is all about their cheap eats, and they are proud of it, because a lot of these cafes, restaurants, and street food stalls, they'll set up signs in front that show off their prices and let everyone know that they do indeed have cheap eats here. And I was walking around, and I'll say the average prices of some of these spots are around 25K Vietnamese dong, which is like $1 or less, and that is insane. Smells great here, a lot of great street food, and as you guys can see, there are a lot of customers here, locals, tourists. Without further ado, let's go around and see what kind of food we can snag here in Hanoi. So I see a lot of skewers, desserts, pho shops, so yeah, let's get some grub and let's go. Boom. Entering the Binh Yang area, aka the cheap eats neighborhood here in Hanoi. There's many, but this is one of them. So I see a lot of food, banh mi. Looks like an ice cream spot. Some fried foods, some banh mi, more food, bakery, so much food here. The average price is like $1. Skewers here. So we're gonna check out this little alley here. This is a smaller alley. This one looks like the most popular alley here. We are checking out this first spot here. So this one looks like the most popular establishment here. It is a pho shop, and as you guys can see, this spot is always super duper filled with guests. So okay, so this spot is so packed that we can't even grab a seat here. So this one is in an alley of the alley, and it seems to specialize in noodles and pho, and like a lot of Vietnamese eateries here. You guys can see the kitchen right out front, so you can see how they create and make your food. So here we got some chicken pho or hủ tiếu or mì, some type of noodles. Chefs in the back are cutting in some fried looking meat, looks like some tofu, some fish cake, looks like a lot of meat, looks like intestines. Here are some of the ingredients, and a lot of the guests here, a lot of them are actually younger looking, so they're most likely students in the nearby university here. And yeah, so we're just waiting to take our seat here at this spot called Quang Ang Chi Bao Thong Bao. We got a pho ball dish. Ooh, this is a hefty plate. All right, so my partner here has a glass noodle miếng gà plate, which is, ooh, yes, a lot of meat. Look at that, a lot of miếng, which is glass. I think it's glass vermicelli noodles. And more chicken. Ooh, it's a hefty plate. So this is our bowl of pho here in this Binh Yang cheap eat street here. So this one is really popular. We passed by here almost 3 or 4 times, and every time this whole area is packed. It's actually pretty mild right now in atmosphere. We had to wait a few minutes to grab a seat, so it must be one of the most popular spots here, and it's within an alley of the Binh Yang street. So this is a pretty hefty plate, a lot of fresh Hanoi style, northern style fresh noodles, a good amount of beef, and the best part is that this is where you'll find the cheapest of cheap eats in Hanoi. This bowl was 35K Vietnamese dong, and that is $1.50 or under $1.50. So let's try it. So pho is all about the soup. There is some flavor there. It's more herbaceous. This one's on the light side. It's not too bad. And there's definitely a lot of fun noodles in here. This is the fresh, flat, northern style noodles. It's less of a chew than the thin, dense southern style noodles, but it's nice and slippery, has a different texture. Let's try some of this rare meat right here. Good pop and chew. I think I prefer this brisket meat. It's just much more tender and fatty. Honestly, pretty good. I can see why so many people flock here for a bowl because it is filling. There's much more noodles than anything else. It's a lot of noodles, so I'm sensing that the goal here is to basically fill you up at a value. And we are in Vietnam, so the pho here, pho was made in Vietnam, so the pho here is probably gonna be better than 90% places in the world, but I've been to a lot of good pho places, especially in Vietnam, and I would say this bowl is okay. It's not the best, not the worst, but for the value, being below average in Vietnam, I give it a solid 7.5 out of 10. DVW score. There's an illusion to it because it's basically full of noodles, but there's a good amount of meat, but not too much, and the soup has a decent flavor, not the best, so I give it 7.5 out of 10 DVW score, but great value, guys. $1.50 for this, I'm in. Salud. So this is basically gonna be like an all-you-can-eat buffet because I feel like if you have $5 or $10 here, you get a plethora of food. But I'm gonna give you guys my tour guide, aka my dad's thoughts. He's not from Hanoi, but he frequents this city, so he'll tell you what he thinks of his bowl.
I have miến gà, chicken glass noodle soup. The chicken is pretty good. Gata is chewy, not chewy in the good side, you know. It's not bad. Like very soft chicken. This is chewy, pretty good. The noodle is because it's too soft.
Too soft.
Yeah. But I like the chicken. Chicken is very good. Only $1.50 for this bowl. It's a lot of
food.
A lot of food, a lot of noodle and a lot of chicken.
So apparently chicken in the north of Vietnam is supposed to be really good, so let's try it out. That's good. Organic piece of chicken. A lot of meat on there, protein. But yeah, I am sensing a theme that the goal here at this place is just to fill you up at a great value. And I do feel like kind of an ass, kind of like critiquing him completing a bowl that's under $1.50. So it's not bad and it's not good, but that's a testament of Vietnam because there's so much competition here and so much good food everywhere that, like I said, all around the city, I feel like the value is pretty good. But I'll say the average price for a good pho spot is like $2 or $3, and this one is like $1.50, which is literally half the price. You gotta do the math, 50% off. So it is considered cheap eats, but for a quality like this, I would say this is good anywhere else in the world. But because there's so many other good pho spots for maybe like $1 more, I would definitely go to those spots. But I can definitely see why a Binyang, a street like this exists to serve up, you know, students or people who just want a late night bite and don't want to, you know, go all out into the city for a more gourmet experience. But yeah, this is what you can experience in a cheapest neighborhood in Vietnam. In America, I'll consider this something like the 7-Eleven tacos or the 7-Eleven hot dog that you'll get late night for a cheap value. So this is the pot here that they're steaming all the, well, it looks like there's some pineapple here, some meat brewing here, and some of the noodles. So I love Vietnam where you guys could see all of the food. This looks like some beef here. So, like I said, these places, they advertise their areas as, you know, cheap eats right outside. So this spot says like $16K for, you know, a skewer or something like that. And you see, there's probably a sign right there that says the same thing. So we have Auntie here in the front. Like I said, they're advertising their food. So this one says 10K for one. So, hello. All right, so there's so many areas where you can stop here, but this one smelled really good, and they advertise as 10K, so 10K, 10 ngàn á? 10 ngàn, okay, so here for a skewer, it's 10,000, and we got Auntie here. Quay. 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 So we got Quay here. She's helping us. So as you guys can see, she's fanning these skewers. There's the process here. There's like another fan here. And I absolutely cannot believe that this is 10K because that's like, really like 40 cents. So she's making sure the skewer is nice and fresh before she serves it to me. Look at that. It's 10K per skewer. So this is the establishment here. So there's not just pork skewers, there's like sausage, and they cook it up fresh to order here. Yes. Quay. Huh? Yeah. So we're gonna have some chili on here. Oh yes. Yeah. Come on. Thank you. Come on. Yes. So yeah, here's the cash. There you go. So 10K as promised. Thank you. Yeah, come on. Bye-bye. So more customers. Street is hustling and popping. I drove up and down here a couple times, and I always see customers going in and out. I guess it's like the Vietnamese version of fast food or cheap eats, because you drive your scooter down here on one of these stalls. Look, I just came here and there's 2 more scooters waiting for the skewers. Quang Kong Chim Non, like small bird?
Yeah.
Little bird?
Baby bird.
Baby bird. So this is the name of her spot here. These are 10K here. So I got my skewers here. They're 10K each, which is like 40 cents or so. So let's try it out. It looks like a pork skewer. Wow, that's good. It is like a meatball pork skewer. Wow. Wow, yeah. My dad thinks I'm capping, but he's gonna try it.
Oh yeah.
It's good, huh?
It's very good.
Very good.
Yeah.
My dad saw my reaction and he thought I was capping. He couldn't believe it was that good for 10K, but it's nice, chewy, like has a fatty consistency.
The marinade is good.
Yeah, the marinade is good. A little bit of sweetness, not too overbearing, and there's some chili on it. That is really good. This is a great value. I'll say this is a 10 out of 10 actually, because it's only 40 cents. So it's like a fatty shumai. It's like grilled, nice little grill on it. Chewy, has a nice pop, nice fattiness in there. I don't know if it's tendons or something that gives like a crunch and pop, but it is absolutely amazing. It's like a bunch of pork grounded meatballs with a lot of sweet seasoning, and you can taste a lot of that grill on there, and you get a lot of fatty bits in there. You can tell it's good because I devoured it in under a minute. Little chairs, seats where you guys could sit down, and if I would have grabbed that skewer and ate here. Yeah, so people buy stuff from all around the neighborhood and they'll come to one of these seats and eat it. If I have a friend or something, they get something from one place, I get something from another place. It's kind of like a food hall, or like a street food hall, like a food court at a mall. So when I said Bin Young, that's just a name characteristic of any cheap eats neighborhood or street, but the name of this specific one in Hanoi that I'm currently at is this street here. It's called Ngo 118 Yung Quang Ham. So this isn't the only one in Hanoi, but for some reason this one, every time I drive by, is hustling and popping, which made me stop by here. So this is another skewer spot place. This one has sausages. Sausages. Hi.
Đây,
Có tên gì?
tên của anh.
Oanh.
Tên là chị Béo cũng được.
Chị Béo. Okay, here. Chị Béo.
Đây, đây,
Yeah.
quay cái biển hiệu đó.
Right. So we got Chi Béo here, and she also operates a skewer shop here. So on also this Bin Young Street. So we're gonna grab one from her. Hello, nice to meet you. Chào cô. Chào. Yeah, that means hello, auntie. So cho một cái lạp xưởng này. A sausage here. So it looks like she's specializing in more skewers.
Đây để cái này quay cho nó đẹp.
Oh, okay. Quay đẹp nhiều. Yeah.
Đây, quay hẳn vào đây.
Quay hết luôn hả? Ồ,
Quay cho nó đẹp.
quay chơi đẹp. Yes. So she is making these skewers here. Yeah.
Rồi, cảm ơn nhá.
Đẹp quá. Yeah. Yes. So she's saying hello DVW fam, and it smells great here at Chi Bao Skewers here, and it's right along this street. So yeah, a lot of these spots are lit up at night, selling their goods, and she has her own little stalls here as well.
Cái này là lạp sườn.
Lạp xưởng,
Cái này là lạp sườn ngon.
lạp xưởng ngon, ngọt.
Không ăn chị.
Ăn đi, ăn đi.
Không ăn
Quảng cáo
quá rồi.
Ăn đi.
Okay,
Ăn đi,
okay,
ăn đi.
okay, okay.
Rồi ăn đi.
Yes.
Ăn để xem nó có ngon hay không.
Yeah, so she's saying that we gotta grab one of these sausages. I'm still gonna. All right, so we're grabbing a Chinese sausage here at Chi Bao. Let's taste it. Lạp xưởng. In Vietnamese, it's lạp xưởng. Chinese sausage. Mmm.
Để lắm là cái hôm đó mà chắc là cái hôm mà.
It's crunchy. 10K, that's like 40 cents. So it'll give you your serving of protein. But this is a sweet lạp xưởng. It's on the sweet side. She says a sweet one. So usually lạp xưởng could be a little bit salty. This one has a more mild flavor. You taste the hint of sweetness, but it's all about the texture. It's not like a soft pork sausage. It's a nice crunch to chew. It's pretty good. Honestly, for 10K Vietnamese dong, I can't hate on any of these foods unless they're absolute garbage. Yeah, for 10K Vietnamese dong, which is 40 cents, you gotta love all these foods. They'll definitely get you full and put a smile on your face. Cảm ơn chị Béo. Yeah, she made us. Thank you. Guys, the auntie is so nice here. She was very grateful and happy to be filmed. The skewer is 10K, guys. I was gonna pay for it. She just gave it to me. I kept trying to hand her some cash and she wouldn't take it, so I left it somewhere secret. Maybe she could find it later, but they're also friendly here in this Binyang district. So yeah, come on, go. Bye again. Yeah, they're also friendly here. Everyone here kind of knows each other and they're repeat customers because it seems like everybody knows the operations here. You guys just come, grab your food, exchange a few dollars, and gain some sustenance and leave. All right, so it looks like there's some bánh chưng here, fried bánh chưng, which are like New Year's rice cakes. Well, rice cakes you eat during the Lunar New Year's, which Lunar New Year's is upon us. It's about January 19th. Lunar New Year's is January 27th, and it runs for a week. And they're basically like these rice cakes with mung bean and pork belly in them, and they're wrapped in banana leaf, but when you fry them, they get much more doughy and delicious. And it looks like there's a bunch of skewers here that she could fry on demand, and looks like some bun baos here. I might grab one. More skewers. Look like these are some fishball skewers or meatball skewers. Some brown baked bun baos. And some more meatball skewers. Sausage. They eat a lot of sausage here, I'm learning. Like hot dog sausage. Oh, sweet mai skewers. Looks like some pork skewers. Sausage skewers. Ooh, a bunch of Chinese sausage steaming up here. Some boiled eggs look like. And ooh, another smoothie station. I love these. Okay. Hai chữ, okay. Yes. So we're getting a steam bao right out front. Getting one. So this is 10K, guys, for this bad boy here. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah. 10K for this bánh bao. So let's see what other foods we get here in this cheapest district of Hanoi. All right. There's so many options. Literally, there was a Sintho spot there. Sintho means smoothie. And one here, and then one right over here. We went here yesterday and it was actually pretty good. So I'm going to go back here. And guys, they have a 59K buffet here. So 59K is like $2 and a couple cents. So you guys get a buffet here for 59K. It says right there, 59K. Hello buffet. So this station buffet here. buffet này 59.000 hả?
Vâng ạ.
Wow, you. Oh yeah. So she confirmed that the 59K buffet, you get all these meats here. So it's a buffet, and then they kind of. Ooh, this looks like special kind here. So it looks like some Chinese thick sausage on some pebbles. They're hot pebbles because I can feel it.
Nhiệt thôi.
Ồ, điện.
Nướng trên đá
Ồ,
means
điện.
it's grilled.
Nóng lên không
Nên
đá
nóng
đâu.
lên đá
Yeah.
là giống như than vậy ta.
Yeah, so kind of like coal. So it's heated pebbles. So it's an electric heater, heated in pebbles. So maybe it alters the way these sausages taste. But yeah, guys, 59K for an all-you-can-eat buffet here. This is absolutely, that's the cheapest buffet I've ever seen in my life. 59K. That's like $2 for an all-you-can-eat buffet. The cheapest buffet ever is in Vietnam, guys. 59K, $2 buffet for all this meat. Look at that. Sheesh. See my, you grill it up, looks like meat. Guys, so this is the menu for the smoothie shop here. This is like the street food Vietnamese jamba juice. So 25K looks like the average, it's like $1. There's nothing more than 30K here, which is like $1.25 or something like that. There's really like 3 right in this corner. But use fresh fruit. For $1 or $2, you get cutting up our fresh mango. So all the fruit here is fresh as you could get, and you can usually see the whole cooking process, making process right out front at all of these spots in the VN. This is like the Vietnamese yogurt or milk that they use. Making that smoothie clothing machine here. This is the cheapest all-you-can-eat buffet in the world, guys. $2. This is insane. Voila, and there's our $1 smoothie. Yeah, come on. Thank you. Come on. Yeah. So it was 30 for that. I customized it with boba, and we got a $1.50 smoothie. Alright, so we're actually riding through here again. This is where we just ate our pho. There's actually a shop in there. So we brought the bao that we got from that Cheap Eat Street back to the room. So let's check it out, guys. So I love a good bao. Ooh, this one's like a meat pie bao. Look at 10K, guys. So looks like there's a little quail leg here. Love a good quail leg. There's a lot of yolk in there. Gives it that nice savory pop. And the bun is pretty soft. Let's take a bite. Bun is very soft. There's like a grounded pork sausage in the middle. It's not too big. It's not too much meat in there, but the bun is nice and soft, which I always appreciate a nice soft bun. Sometimes I just get steamed bun by itself with no filling, but hey guys, it's 10K Vietnamese dong. It's like 45 cents. Woo! But with all that food, gotta wash it down with a smoothie. So that street is a one-stop shop for everything. Food, snacks, smoothies. Ooh, so cut some fresh mango in there, and they use that Vietnamese yogurt or milk. So it's nice and creamy with that mango. And also I customized it with some boba, so ended up being 30K Vietnamese dong, which is like $1 and some change. This is like a different type of jelly boba, so kind of pops in your mouth, jelly-like. This is really good. For $1, fresh fruit smoothie. Worth it, bang for your buck. This bun is but it'll do the trick. My favorite part is the quail leg in here and the soft bun. Super full, under $10. It's basically like an all-you-can-eat buffet for under $10, but this smoothie, definitely worth it. I love all the fresh fruit smoothie stalls in all of Vietnam. Even if you go throughout Hanoi, there's a bunch of smoothie shops around. I think the most expensive I saw was like 40 or 50K. But yeah, below 50K Vietnamese dong, which is like a couple bucks, you guys get fresh fruit smoothie and This one is one of the cheapest, around 25K, and it will definitely do the trick. 10 out of 10 for this. Doesn't have too much flavor though, but it's big, nice and filling, and you will get your bang for your buck, or should I say, your dong. Bang for your dong. So this is the Cheap Eats neighborhood area. So my guide is telling me that in this neighborhood, it's cheapest of the cheap eats. A lot of people in the work class come here to eat if they can't cook, or if they don't have like a kitchen or something like that. 'Cause I'm looking at some of the prices, and on average it's about 20K Vietnamese dong, which is under $1. So if you guys know about cheap eats back home, this is the cheapest of the cheap eats you can find. I feel like compared to some of our cheap eats videos in Vegas, like $3 would be cheap eats there. This is 1/3 of the price on average, like less than $1.
Cái đó thịt heo, không ăn cái đó được không?
Hả?
Cái đó thịt có vẻ là bình dân. Cái này ăn.
But I'm not gonna lie, the food looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, there's bowls, noodles. So my guide is saying that it's called Bin Young, which means the low income neighborhood. But I was looking at some of the items here, and I was like, yo, I need to grab that because it looks like a really good smoothie. And we are gonna return for some street eats. So yeah, we're gonna grab some food here in a sec. But yeah, guys, you can't hate on that. Street food for under $1. Hey. So there's a pho gas spot here, and this is the one we're gonna find. Alright, so a little late night eats. We did a lot of things at Hanoi, so trying to get a comfort meal. Not sure if this place is good, but you know, that's travel for you. You never know until you try. So we're at a hot pot spot. Lao Nương. Ooh, it actually smells really good, honestly. I think we might have found a good spot. It smells amazing in here. Ooh. So it's like a buffet. So there's a little bit of Vietnamese culture for you. There's a lot of these, you know, cafes or bars. They're called Quang Nhậu, which means you eat and drink. And a thing in Vietnam is they bring you a bunch of beer even though you don't ask for it. It's kind of like peer pressure, because I mean it's already at your table. But if you don't drink it, they don't charge you. But they brought it anyways, so don't be shook if you order one beer and they bring you like 10. So we are in Hanoi. So thought to get a Hanoi beer. We actually passed by the Hanoi brewery. We are in Hanoi, so let's try it out. It almost tastes like a soda. It's very light. It's extremely light. I want to say it tastes like a seltzer Heineken, like a watered down Heineken. But it's light and refreshing and it's cold, so. See how much percent it is. The beer Hanoi. My first time trying a beer Hanoi. It's 4.3%. That's crazy. I mean, if you guys are light drinkers, this might be for you because you don't taste a lot of like that yeastiness of a beer. It's very light. Especially for a 4.3 is already light, but it tastes even lighter than that. It tastes in between like a Coors and a Heineken. A main thing, distinguishing factor between regular hot pot is we put some butter on it, and this looks like
Margarine.
oh, so it's actually margarine. Yeah, it's actually margarine, so it smells really good when I came in here with all the meat. So let's see how it tastes. All right, fries could be served anywhere, any cafe in Vietnam, and these ones look good, fresh tasting. Fresh peeled potatoes, just fried, delicious. If you guys are in Vietnam, you guys gotta try this sauce here. It's like a spicy ketchup. It's great. So we opted for the Vietnamese barbecue. So you put some margarine on it, and then they throw it on here. Not to be confused with Korean barbecue or Japanese barbecue. We put butter on our grill, and the grill usually looks like this on a little stove top. Fire, but if you guys haven't tried these fries, you get these literally anywhere, but the sauce is like a spicy sriracha ketchup and with some fresh cut fries. It's amazing. A little flipperoonie. It looks like some type of beef steak in this grill. Whoa. Wow. We got our grill master here. Ah, so they put some more margarine on it. Yeah, that's where the aroma's coming from that red meat and that margarine. Smells insane. And all that seasoning they have on it. So y'all heard of Korean barbecue, yakiniku, Japanese barbecue. This is Vietnamese barbecue in Hanoi. Yeah, so it's kind of similar to Korean barbecue, but we got our cook here cooking up for us. Yum. This looks pretty good, honestly. I'm not being rude. I just like mine rare and medium rare, so I'm gonna grab mine here. Oh yeah. So I eat a lot of Korean barbecue, as you know, but never had Vietnamese barbecue. So you're supposed to dip it in this sauce here. I'll take it without it first, so we'll see. There's unique seasoning on it, but with that margarine taste. It almost tastes like butter beef, but you dip in this sauce. So it's like a thick, sweet tamarind sauce. This sauce is pretty good. It's almost like a brisket sauce, but the sweetening agent is tamarind sauce, so or tamarind. But this sauce is fire, guys. It's like a thick, sweet, fruity sauce. It's good. If you guys have tamarind, you guys will know what tamarind tastes like. Ooh, so I'm gonna grab another piece. Oh, look at this, nice and thick here. And with any Vietnamese cuisine, there's gonna be greens and salad to eat it with. Take another beat. This sauce is fire. Good night. That sauce stole the show. Thick tamarind, sweet sauce. Not gonna lie, I mean, American meat is key. This beef is not like A1 steak or anything like that. But the sauce, the butter, the cooking style, margarine, and this sauce right here stole the show. And the best part is that this whole serving was under $4, so it's also cheap eat, so that also helps. Being like under $4, I'm not gonna expect like Wagyu meat or anything like that, so it's all like 7.7 DVW score, and it's all thanks to that sauce right there. It's fuego, and the vibes. So this is like nyawing type food, meaning that you gotta eat it and drink it with some beer, which we got right there. All these people are also nyawing, which is like drinking and eating at the same time. It's Vietnamese culture, guys. Nyawing, look it up. So it's nyao, meaning like you eat and drink at the same time and vibe out. So this is a gỏi gà xé, meaning a shredded chicken salad. Gỏi means salad in Vietnamese. Looks pretty refreshing, served on this little flatbed here. Let's try a piece. There's a lot of carrots, cucumbers. Minty, fresh, super refreshing. That's good, and a lot of shredded chicken in there. Like I said, Vietnamese cuisine is so healthy. It's herbs in every dish. That's fire. All right, more meat, more Vietnamese barbecue. This is the number 2. It's a different type of beef. Looks like almost like a thick beef belly. This is the damage for this spot. It's like under 19. Because this is the sign that lured us in. It even says it on the sign. Right here. Somewhere. So this is what caught my eye, because we were riding the scooters around this spot, was the Sinto, which means smoothie. And the prices are on point, guys. Under 30K. And it looks like there's a buffet here. Oh. So this is what brought me in, this smoothie stall here, guys. Look at the prices. So under 25K for everything that's literally $1. 25K is $1, and some fresh smoothies. You can see here they're putting in some fresh mangoes, and mangoes in Vietnam are delicious. She's cutting up the mango. Avocado smoothies, strawberries, I think. Oh, there's coffee too. And here we are, the Sinto Xoài. Yes, which means mango smoothie. Yeah. So basically this is the cheap eats district in Hanoi. There's many of these and they advertise it as such. And I really wanted dessert after my meal, so this fruit stall drew me in, under $1 for all of the items here, but there's
đâu?
so 25K for this.
Ai cho qua?
Oh, 20. Okay, so I was mistaken. 20K for this, under 90 cents. It's a pretty good deal for fresh mango. Salud. Alrighty, so some more street food here. Skewers. So, it's gotta be terrible for me not to like it for like 80 cents. So, let's try our 80-cent smoothie. 3 words. Fresh mango. Steal. This is amazing for 80 cents, guys. Nothing to complain about. Oof. The fresh Vietnamese mangoes are naturally sweet. There's a little bit of whatever Vietnamese milk they added, some ice. It's fuego. Salud. So here is the Cheap Eats Street, the Bin Young here in the daytime. As you guys can see, there's still a lot of food operating, but not as much as in the nighttime because I would say more people go out to eat during dinner. But there's still some of the staples out here, like the pho spots, fried chicken spots, baked item spots. But the food might be more fresh and cooked to order in the nighttime. Some late night eats. Oh, so many eateries here. As you guys can see, we're taking a tour of the Cheap Eats neighborhood, the Ban Yang. And there's a lot of options, street stands. Basically, in a nutshell, the food here in Hanoi is already pretty cheap as it is, and you get some really good food for pretty good price. So I'll say as a tourist like me, I would definitely opt for, you know, spending an extra $1 or $2 to get a really good pho bowl at the places we've been. So make sure you guys check out our Hanoi food tour if you guys haven't. But I definitely see the value in this place and why it's so popular and people just come to here because it's basically like a one-stop shop for everything. It's like a row of fast food, a lot of students, locals. If you guys live nearby or you're students struggling, and there's also a university nearby, and it's just convenient, a social place to gather and, you know, get some quick food for the cheapest of the cheap. But as for me, I thought most of the food was The smoothie though was fire. I'll get it every time, 10 out of 10. And yeah, I thought it was so I'll opt for the other places. But I definitely see why this place exists, and it is awesome. And I've seen the cheapest buffet spot I've ever seen in my life, 59K Vietnamese dong for an all-you-can-eat buffet. So that's also very interesting. So yeah, we're gonna finish off the rest of the smoothie and bow and on to more Hanoi adventures, and we're gonna go back there and show you guys some more variety and eats. A neighborhood local spot, and I'm really glad I got to experience it as, you know, a guest.